YouTube? It's your boy Captain Blue. It's a new week. We are back with another video. Make sure you click that subscribe button if you're interested in what the boy is cooking. Let's get it. So these were last week's analysis. As you can see, we already killed NFP here with the sell. So we are going to share into details why or how did we caught that sell on NFP. But we all know that we are approaching a new week, so we need to renew our analysis. You understand? We need to renew our analysis. So we are going to remove all drawings. So as you can see now, we have a naked chart on gold, H4 time frame, H4 time frame. So we are going to start our analysis, guys. We are going to start our analysis. Overall gold, it's bullish, guys. Overall gold, it's bullish, right? Gold, it's in a bullish momentum, you understand? But there we had a breakout, you understand? We had a breakout here and the market went down, then it came back to retest that breakout, right? So at some point we are seeing a change of character since we got a breakout. So let us start our analysis. So this is gold, right? We have an overall low here, we have an overall high here, and we can definitely see that the market, ever since it gave us this low, it went up, then it created a new high. After creating a new high, it started ranging inside our high and our low. It hasn't taken out the low, it hasn't taken out the high, and you can definitely see that the market is probably moving in a downtrend, meaning we are expecting a push to the downside to take out the low before we can come and take out the high, you understand? So probably we can definitely see the market structure, that the market is bearish, right? The market is bearish. It's currently bearish right now on the H4. You see these lows here, these highs, these highs are not equal, you understand? These highs are not equal, so meaning that indicates to us that the market is in a bearish trend, you understand? So let us continue with our analysis. So when we take our eyes to where the market gave us a low, which is here, where the market gave us this low here, we have the last bearish candlestick before this push, massive push to the upside, right? So we are going to be focusing on this candlestick here, which is gonna be our demand zone, right? So we have to mark that demand zone. We have to mark that demand zone, right? We mark it, and then we can just type demand zone, just like that, right? So if you can check above that demand zone, we have a huge bullish engulfing candlestick, right? This whole candlestick. So on inside this whole candlestick, we have we have a fair value gap, you understand? We have to mark that gap, which it was our FVG. FVG stands for fair value gap, so we can just write FVG just like that. That's our fair value gap. And then if you can check here, after that fair value gap, right, after that fair value gap, the market gave us an impulsive move, and then from here it gave us a high, then it went down, you understand? just to tap inside that fair value gap, meaning it respected that fair value gap and then it started pushing to the upside, right? Meaning we got a what? We got a break of structure here. We got a break of structure there. So let us mark our break of structure, right? We got a break of structure there. We got a break of structure there, so we are going to just mark it as a BOS. You understand? We are just going to mark it as a BOS. And if you can take your eyes, after the market gave us a break of structure, it went up, it gave us another high here, a new high. After giving us that second new high, the market went down, and then after going down, it started pushing back up, breaking that high. That's our second break of structure, right? So we are marking our break of structures. That's our second BOS, right? After our second BOS, the market gave us a high here, and then from there it went down, then came back. This high, it was lower than this one, you understand? That's where we started seeing that the market, it's now losing momentum to keep pushing to the upside, right? So when you take your eyes to where the market gave you this low here, you understand, where the market gave you this low, it gave you this low, then it went up. Instead of taking out the highs, it came back down, it took out the low, which gave us a what? It gave us a what? A change of character. You understand? Indication that the market is starting to reverse. You understand? This is our change of character here. You understand? This is our CH. You can just write it as church. And then from there, after that, the market gave us a change of character, right? We took our eyes up because now we are witnessing that the market, it has started, it's indicating that it's about to change structure, you understand, by that change of character. So we take our eyes up, and then if we can check here, we have the last bullish candlestick before this push to the downside, that push that gave us the change of character. So we have to mark that last bullish candlestick as our change of character, as our supply zone, as our supply zone. And then if you can check, you can see that that supply zone was never tested, meaning it's a fresh supply zone, right? Since that supply zone was never tested, we can definitely see that the market created these three highs here, and then it started pushing to the downside, you understand, without mitigating this extreme supply zone. What caused the market to react from this area? What caused the market to react from this area? So if you can check here where the market gave us this change of character, and then you take your eyes up to this area, we have that small bullish candlestick before this push to the downside, you understand. And that small bullish candlestick gave us a what? A supply zone, meaning it's our second supply zone. So let's see if the market reacted from that supply zone. So you can definitely see that the market reacted from that supply zone, you understand. It didn't just turn in the middle of nowhere, it reacted on that supply zone. It seems like it was a very strong supply zone, you understand, because it definitely pushed the market to the downside 3 times, you understand. It definitely pushed the market to the downside 3 times. You understand? We got the first reaction here, and then we went down heavy, then the market pushed back up. After reacting to that supply zone, it pushed down heavy, and then here we got a reaction on that supply zone, and then we're expecting the market to push down heavy to the downside. You understand? But we still gonna verify that. You understand? So after we got that change of character here, we saw the market breaking structures to the downside. You understand? We saw the market breaking structures to the downside, meaning we got our BOS here, and then after that we had our second break of structure here, meaning the market was breaking structures to the downside, and then from here we got our third break of structure. You understand? And then after that we got our last low here, meaning this low was never taken out, meaning we can start treating this low as an area of liquidity, meaning this is our point of interest. You understand? But let's treat it as an area of liquidity because we have a lot of buyers who are holding buys from this area. You understand? We have a lot of buyers who took buys from that area, and some of them they are still holding. You understand? And then if you can take your eyes up, we had, you see these 3 highs. You see these 3 highs here. We had liquidity resting on these 3 highs. You understand? We had liquidity resting on those 3 highs, and then the market went up. It took out that liquidity, meaning on that area we had buy side and sell side liquidity. We had the buy side liquidity, we had the sell side liquidity, and then the market was ranging and it failed to take out the buy side liquidity first, and then we pushed to the upside. It just went for the buy side liquidity. You understand? It just went for the buy side liquidity, it took it out, and then from there it went straight to that second supply zone. So if you can check here, we also had a third supply zone. You understand? We got some reaction on it, but because of there was a lot of liquidity resting above this area. You understand? We had a lot of liquidity resting above that supply zone. The market went up, disrespected or violated this supply zone here. You understand? You see here we got a perfect sniper, but you must always know that you only sell on the extreme supply zone. You understand? This one or this one here. These are your extreme supply zones. This one was not having the strength to support the market because of what? There was a lot of liquidity resting above it. You understand? There was a lot of liquidity resting above it. That's why the market gave you some reaction to the downside, and then from there it shot up. It took out this entire area. You understand? Meaning the early sellers, people who sold here because of seeing that reaction, they put their stop loss above here. You understand? Targeting maybe this liquidity area as their take profit. And then if you can see, the market triggered that supply zone, and then it pushed. They were in profit, deep profits, and then from there they got liquidated. You understand? Meaning the market just shot up, took them out. You understand? So meaning it's very crucial for you to target a what? An extreme zone, an extreme supply zone or demand zone. But here we have a supply zone. So that's the supply zone that we were targeting on Friday. You understand? So if you can check here, we got reaction. This is where we entered on NFP. You understand? This is where we entered on NFP. And then our overall take profit, it's that untested demand zone. You understand? So this is our overall target. The price is 1968. But now you can definitely see that the market is currently in a pullback. You understand? It's currently in a pullback. Why is the market in a pullback? We have this huge candlestick that gave us that massive push to the downside, the NFP candlestick. You understand? This one, this whole candlestick. So on that candlestick, guys, we have something that's called fair value gap. You understand? We have an unfilled gap on the H4. You understand? We have an unfilled gap, FVG. You understand? FVG. We have an unfilled gap there. So what are we expecting? We are expecting the market to exactly give us a push or a pullback on the 50% zone of that long NFP candlestick, and then from there we continue pushing to the downside. And then after that, after taking out that demand zone, that's where I can actually target the what? That major untested supply zone, which is this one here. You understand? So how do you measure a 50% zone? You just take your thing, let me see, and then you draw it from top to bottom. You understand? You just take your Fibonacci. If you don't know how to find a 50% zone, you just take your Fibonacci and then you draw it from the beginning of this candlestick to the end of that candlestick. You understand? So we got our 50% zone here. You understand? So we can now remove the what? The Fibonacci. So as you can see, we are looking to start selling gold from that area. You understand? We are going to be looking for sales on that area. You understand? Meaning this is our overall plan for this week. You understand? For this coming week, meaning we are going to be looking for sales there, and we target the overall demand zone. The reason why we are targeting that zone is because of the market already took out the buy side liquidity. You understand? The buy side liquidity here and here. Now we are left with what? The sell side liquidity, which is this one. You understand? It's a lot of liquidity on the sell side. So according to my understanding, we might definitely go and fetch that liquidity before we can push to the upside. You understand? So this is what we are looking for this week, and we have reached the end of today's session. So make sure that if you are interested in what the boy is cooking, make sure you click that subscribe button. Also like the video and share it to your friends. You understand? So let's see each other on the next video, guys. Same time, same place. Captain Blue out.